Bradley, I think these are done, buddy. I think these pads. Yeah. So we were out here today replacing pads, and rotor, and caliper on this 2016 Jeep Compass. We're going to start with pads and rotor. Get that out of the way first. Get the caliper bracket loose if you're just doing pads. 214s there and there. If you're taking the bracket loose to get the rotor off, you'll have an 18 there and there. I sprayed them with PB Blaster and let them soak, but they're still super tight because this caliper's been hot. So just be careful. Jack and jack stand. I'll get it loose and show you how easy this is. There's no set screw, so that's off. 214s sliders right there. The new caliper should come with a new set. Thank you, Bradley. So now we're going to get with these 18s right here. Get this bracket off and go from there. Bradley, I think these are done, buddy. I think these pads. Yeah. We got the two 18s out. Be careful, they are extra short. Literally, I broke them loose, and then like one turn of my finger and the bracket fell off and almost hit me. Like I said, the pads are done, absolutely done, and then the rotor actually just came off. If you have trouble getting it loose, you can spray PB Blaster or liquid wrench on the lug nuts, and then some behind it, tap with a mallet, hammer, kick it with your foot, hit it with your purse, whatever you gotta do, hit it out, and if you need to, hit it, turn it, hit it, turn it, and it'll bust it up. So that's off. We're going to start putting the new one on. So in the next, when we get the pads on, you'll notice it's a new caliper. But we need to run and get a caliper and pads because it's warranted. So then in 2 seconds, we'll be back and have this done. Through the magic of editing, new rotor's on and I put the bracket on. Bradley's getting me some lube so I can put these brackets and pads on. This is actually an easy job. So my recommendation is when you install these little brackets, anywhere metal touches metal, like here, put a little bit of grease, it'll stop squealing. So what I do is I'll put a little bit right here, like that, then take my finger, spread it out. Try not to get it on the rotor. You can either spread it out on the caliper itself or put it on the part. That will keep it from squealing. And then you just literally, this will just go on like this, and it will just pop on. If you have any trouble getting it to snap on, you can take like your hand or the butt of your ratchet and just tap it on like that. Okay, and now we'll take the top like that, spread it out like that, and here a little bit more. This doesn't take a whole lot, and I will put it there. Okay, like that. Now what else we'll do, obviously the pad touches that, so we'll take the same thing we just did. Some people put it on the pad. I put it on here, and then I'll spread a little bit on the pad too. But you just take a little blob. What I do is I just put a little bit right here, and then use that as a way to like, or you can squeeze it on your finger, however you want to do it. So like such. Just reach in there. Don't go crazy. Okay, reach in there like that. And then I'll take a little bit on my finger. Like this. Try not to get it on the face of the pad or on the face of the rotor. This one goes on the inside because it's got your screamer bar. It will just snap in like that. Like this one. Take a little bit here. Some people say to put it on the back, it keeps from squealing. I've never done that. So, pads and your rotor are in. Okay. Now, magically, here in just a few minutes, there'll be a new caliper on here. So, something I didn't show you how to do on the other side because we were replacing the caliper was how to compress the caliper to get the new pads in. So you can use a caliper compressing tool, or if you don't have that specific tool, a C-clamp. And what you do is you take the old pad. I always say take the one that's worst because it'll be thinnest, and just put it on here. Put the back side on there. Try to avoid being on the line, and just compress it real slowly. And once it goes in, boom. Now you can put your new pads in, and this will slide over them, and you're good to go. The most important thing when you're changing pads or rotors, anytime you have this bracket apart, is your guide pin, sliders, whatever you want to call them. These, what's weird is these have, this is for a new caliper, but it has grease on the end. As you can see, there's a big blob, but there's none on the body. which means that as this moves, it won't have any lubrication. So what you do is you just, what I do, boop, 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 and then just spread it out. Okay. Make sure you get it on both of them. Make sure you spread it out too, because if you like glob it in one place, when you put it in, most of it will just come off on the boot. And then what else I will do is I will put the caliper on. Obviously this is the new one, so it will, okay, make sure your boots are sealed. And then as you put the guide pin in, it threads in. So as you're spinning it inside of there, that will spin inside of this bracket and help lubricate that and get the lubrication spread out. So then you just put those on. Normally the one with the little rubber piece, I don't know why it matters, but the one with the rubber piece almost always goes on the bottom. And something else to pay attention to here while you're doing this is, if you're putting on a new caliper, fine, but if you're reusing it, check these boots right here for tears, rips, holes, anything, because if you get moisture or dirt in here, that will corrode and this could lock up that caliper. So make sure this is clean, and also make sure that it seals in here and out here, because if you leave a little air pocket, corrosion, dirt, salt, whatever will get in there. Okay, so get those tightened down and we'll be done. Bit of advice before you take off.
You're a little early.
So bit of advice before, when you get your pads and your rotor done, you get the wheel on it, back on the ground. When you get in the car, before you move out of the driveway, pump your brake until you get pedal, because if you don't do that, where we have compressed this caliper in to get the pads in, it will be all the way out. So when you go to push it, it has to come in. So if you're pulling out of the driveway and push it, it will go all the way in. And then you have to like build up the memory. So when you get in there, push it 3 or 4 times till you get pedal. And then I'll show you how to seat them. All right, Bradley, so here's how, this is how I seat my brake pads. So get up to about 30.
I see, and then slam on them?
No, don't slam on them. Get up to about 30, and then real slowly get down to like 5. Don't come to a stop, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do it again between here and the stop sign. At the stop sign, come to a full stop. Okay? Real slow and easy. Okay, now go right. Do the same thing between here and that stop sign. Get it up to about 30 or 40. Okay. Real slowly, almost like letting it drag, okay? Now, go right. This is a good thing about living in a neighborhood. Now, get up to about 40, and then do it again. Okay, real easy. Okay, now get it to about 40 again. Okay. Okay, and you're gonna hang a right here. Okay. Alright, now do it again. And you'll pull back in the driveway and I'll recheck your lug nuts and you'll be good. What's that noise, Bradley?
Exhaust.
Oh. Okay, pull back in the driveway.
You're over there?
Yep. I always say do it 4 or 5 times. I've seen some people that say do it 30. I'm like, there's no, ain't no way. All right, I'll get out and recheck your lug nuts and you'll be done, Bradley.